Hello, namaste, beautiful beings. My name is Maria, and today I will be guiding you through a yoga for depression. This is a yoga flow that is very slow paced, but will bring a lot of gratitude and a lot of thought and mindfulness into it. As always, I am just a guide here to help you guide you back to yourself, so feel free to take any variation of any of these that you want. I will be offering modifications for beginner level and intermediate levels. We won't need any props today. So come to a comfortable laying down position. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the ground to start. And then we'll slowly and gently let the knees fall to either side of the room. So let the knees fall wide and the soles of the feet come to touch. And don't force anything, let gravity take over with your knees. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath your heart space. You might have a little bend or a little opening in your lower back, and that's totally fine. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And just close your eyes here. You don't have to do anything right now. Just be here. And we'll slowly start to notice our breath, to feel the breath. Slowly start to deepen your breath now. And maybe close your eyes. Feel the rise and fall of your hands on your belly and on your chest. On your next inhale, fill up your entire lower belly first, your torso. Feel your lower hand rise before your hand on your chest does. And exhale all the air out. One more time, big inhale, just like that. Fill up the lower belly, fill up the belly like a balloon. And exhale, let all the air out. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, tuck the chin a little. Relax the face, the muscles of the cheeks. Relax the shoulders down onto the earth. We'll just take a moment here to observe again and just trust that the universe has your back. The universe is here to support you. Maybe you feel that physically right now on this earth, on this mat as we're laying here. And try to let go of any judgment that you might have right now towards yourself or towards your feelings. And know that your emotions are valid. So sometimes we can get into this cycle of thinking or this routine where if I'm feeling sad, I might think, well, I don't have a reason to feel sad. I have all of these good things in my life. And that might be true. You might have a lot of good things in your life, but it is also okay to feel sad. If you feel sad, then you feel sad. So don't try to dismiss those thoughts or those feelings. Maybe just try to understand them or sit with them a little longer. And hopefully this practice will help with that. Good. Bring your hands to the outside of your legs and gently bring your knees back in towards center. Bring the soles of the feet to touch on the ground, all four corners of the feet grounded. Inhale and exhale, pull your knees in up towards your chest. We're going to wrap your arms around your shins and just give yourself a big hug here. Giving yourself self-hugs are sometimes the best kinds of hugs. So just squeeze tight. And then from here, you can rock a little from side to side, just massaging your lower back, massaging the muscles around your spine. And you have the option we're going to come up to seated, but you can roll over to one side and push up with your upper hand, Or if you're feeling a little bit of momentum, and you're feeling a little bit of energy, maybe on your wind pose, you rock back and then you rock forward a little. So bring your hands to the backs of your thighs and we'll just rock back and forth, massaging the muscles around your spine. Using that momentum to come and sit up. And when you're here, you just come to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged. You can have one leg in front of the other, just like that, whatever is most comfortable for you. And from here, we'll close our eyes. And we'll take one big inhale in, squeeze the shoulders up towards your ears, and then roll them around and back as you exhale to let go of all of the air. We're going to do some cat-cows. So on the inhale, bring your hands onto your knees. And we're going to do some cat-cows here. So bring your hands onto your knees. And on the inhale, you'll pull them and slide them back on your thighs as you pull your chest forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Inhale. And then exhale to round through. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, slide your hands back, pull the elbows back behind you as you squeeze your shoulder blades, lift the chin. Exhale, hands to knees as you round through the upper back cow pose. Inhale, hands back up towards the top of your thighs. Open up through your throat and your chest. And then exhale to round through the upper back. Maybe you feel a stretch through the upper neck. We'll just pause here for a moment. So inhale and exhale with your back rounded, just feeling a little bit of that movement, a little bit of that stretch in your neck. And then we'll come back to center, bring your hands onto your thighs, just relaxed. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up, reach for the sky, feel that connection to your sits bones, but then also that connection as you reach up, trying to connect earth and sky. Inhale here, and then exhale, turn your torso over to the left side, and once you do that, then bring your right hand to your left knee, and your left hand back behind you, coming into a gentle twist. Only go as far as you can here, so if that means coming up to here, that's totally fine, and don't force it. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, maybe you twist a little bit more. Keeping your heart over your hips, and your head over your heart. Inhale, lift your arms and come back through center. Exhale, and then turn over to the right side. Left hand comes to right knee, and your right hand comes right back behind you, fingertips on the ground. And you don't have to hold on to your knee, so wherever that hand falls. Inhale, lift the chest, get tall, reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. And exhale, maybe you twist a little bit more. Inhale, arms up. And then back to center, back down onto your thighs. Close your eyes here and bring your hands to touch, palms to touch, and then bring your thumb or your hands up to your heart center, so the center of your chest. Anjali mudra. Start to listen to the sound of your breathing, of your breath. And then we'll add in a little affirmation here. If you have an affirmation that you've been saying, feel free to substitute that one in. But the one I have for us, for you today is, I trust the universe has my back. Or I trust the universe to guide me. Or pick whatever affirmation you would like. I trust the universe has my back. I trust the universe to guide me. The universe is for me, and so is everything else. So pick one of those, and we'll repeat them for a few times. So go ahead and just say your affirmation, whisper your affirmation, or just say it. The universe has my back. I trust the universe to guide me. Listening to the sound of your breath as we say these. We'll say it again. I trust the universe has my back. I trust the universe to guide me. Let's say it again. I trust the universe has my back. I trust the universe to guide me. And we'll say it one more time. I trust the universe has my back. I trust the universe to guide me. You can open your eyes now and bring your hands back down on your lap. We'll interlace the fingers and we'll move through a circle of joy. So as you do this, you'll just interlace your fingers and you'll turn your palms to face forward, to face the front. Inhale and slowly start to bring your pinkies up towards the sky. Palms end up facing the top now. And exhale to release the arms, coming into cactus arms, cactus pose. Your elbows come parallel or close to your sides. And then you reach your elbows back as you come all the way back down. Once you're here, you'll interlace your fingers behind your low back. Inhale, lift your chest to look up. Send the fingertips, send the knuckles down towards the ground. And then exhale to release and bring your hands back around the center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to move onto all fours. So just rock forward, bring your hands and wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. We'll move through one set of cat-cows here. So inhale, drop the chest, drop the belly, lift the chin, kind of like how we were doing in the seated. And then exhale to send the tailbone down, tuck the chin into your chest and round through the upper back. Good. And then drop your elbows where your hands are as we come into puppy pose. So if you're a beginner, you can actually stay here and just move until you feel a stretch. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can start to walk your knees back and then try to keep your hips lined up with your knees. I know it's hard to see when you're not looking in the mirror, but just try to use your best judgment here. And then slowly start to melt your heart and your forehead onto the mat. Opening up through the shoulders and the chest. Keeping the low back stable here. So pull your belly button up and in towards your spine to help you stay stable through the low back, but stretching and opening up through that upper back. Inhale. And then exhale, surrender. Melt your heart towards the mat. And we'll do that a few more times. Inhale. Feel the breath fill you up inside. And then exhale to melt your heart and just feel a little bit more surrender. As you let go of whatever is in your mind right now, whatever is taking up your energy. Good. And then lean forward just a little bit and walk your arms and hands back up to tabletop position. From here, you're going to bring your knees in towards your hands, so up and in towards your hands. Tuck your toes under, and we're going to lift the knees just a little, coming into a little toe squat, a little toe stand. Walk your hands back, or you leave them here, and just getting a little bit of stretch through the arms, through the legs, through whatever feels good right now. This is just a transition pose. We'll tuck into a little ball if you want to. Tuck your chin into your chest. We'll lift up out of that, and as you inhale, you'll drop the heels to the ground, send your hips up and back, and we're standing in a forward fold. So bring your feet hip width apart or feet touching, whatever is most comfortable for you. Option to hold opposite elbows and maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Otherwise, we'll just stay here for a moment, returning to our breath, noticing and listening to the sound of our breathing and how that feels. If there are any worries or any tension or anything that's bothering you at this moment, I want you to try to let that slip right off of you. Let the tension just fall right off of your shoulders, off your back, and onto the earth, onto the mat. And connecting with all four corners of the feet, bending your knees as much as you need to here. Finding whatever position, whatever movement feels right for you to be able to release this tension. Inhale and feel your belly touch your thighs as your belly grows.
exhale to maybe fold a little more. Crown of the head reaches towards the floor as you release any other tension. Let it roll right off. One more time. Inhale, big breath. Your belly touches your thighs. And exhale, release all the tension. Good. We'll slowly, very slowly start to roll up. So bending and then straightening up through the knees first, and then the hips, and then the low back, upper back, and then bring the chin up last to avoid feeling lightheaded. Finally, we'll lift the head. Chin is parallel to the floor. Lift the chest. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, and then roll them back around and down to open up through your chest. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Arches of your feet lift up, almost as if they're trying to suck up the floor. Tilt your tailbone down slightly to that area between your heels. And we'll just take another moment here to feel rooted, to feel connected to this earth and this universe that has your back. Good. And from here, we'll turn towards the long side of our mat. So you're facing the long side of your mat now. And you can walk or you can hop however you want. Heel toe your feet out to wider than hip width apart, almost a leg's length apart. Toes come in slightly. The edges of your feet are parallel with the sides of the mat, the short sides of the mat. And you'll push into the sides, you'll push into the edges of your feet to stay stable here. Interlace the hands behind your low back again, and you can just stay here, whatever's accessible to you. If you need a little bit more, maybe you draw your elbows in towards one another, palms touch, and then opening your chest up towards the sky. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly fold forward, wide-legged forward fold, as far as you can go. And this therapeutic forward fold is a fun and different forward fold to do. It works so much of your body. It releases so much tension and so much tightness in your body. And maybe it'll help you start to relax. Once you're ready, just drop your arms down on the ground. Maybe one day your head reaches towards, the crown of your head reaches towards the earth. Maybe you come onto the elbows at one point and maybe you're not there yet. Inhale to halfway lift. And then exhale to fold back over. From here, I invite you to find whatever feels good. So maybe coming into a gentle twist on one side and then the other. Maybe that's moving into a low side lunge to stretch out through the hips a little bit more. But this is your practice, so I encourage you to just move in whatever way might feel good and to find what makes you feel good. When you're ready, you bring your hands to your hips. And then inhale to lift your torso back up, lift up through the chest. Good. From here, you'll heel toe your toes in, or you can hop them back in. And we'll return to a mountain pose. Feet together or feet hip width apart. Bring your hands into a prayer position, palms touching, and bring your hands to your heart space, anjali mudra. Close the eyes, and we'll finish off today with a little bit of gratitude practice. So think of one thing that you are grateful for. It can be anything. No judgment. It can be that cup of coffee that you have every morning. It can be your health. No judgment. Okay, and once you have that, remember it, keep it in the back of your mind, and we'll find something else that we're grateful for. One more thing. And just focus your energy on that one thing for a few breaths. Send it love. Good. And now pack that one away in the back of your mind. And we'll think of one more thing that we're grateful for. And we'll sit on that, sending it love and light for a couple of breaths. Good. And then slowly open your eyes. And we'll slowly open our eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today, for sharing your time, your energy, and your practice with me. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, please leave me a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to come back to this as often as you'd like. Feel free to change up the yoga flow as often as you'd like. This is your practice. Sending love and light to all beings everywhere. Thank you. See you next time.